Hey there, today marks 14 weeks on testosterone, which has actually flown by. um, 14 weeks on testosterone as a whole, and it's now actually been a whole week since I started Testim and stopped using Tostran. Although it's a bit too early to tell any differences, like proper differences between the two. I've got a few sort of pros and cons between them, mostly just like application and stuff. Also, like, my dose has been upped to 50 milligrams now. The only real difference I've noticed in the past week alone is my voice again. Seems to get deeper every day, which is awesome. And my Adam's apple as well. Like, I noticed earlier, it's starting to get bigger. I want to have my hair cut. It needed doing for ages. Always makes me look older, which I like. Yeah. So with the Tostran, it was just in a little pumpy bottle, which was alright actually, with the pump. Although you have to do like more squirts and stuff, it was easier to get out of the tube and that. Whereas with the Testim, it's in these like little tiny tubes, and it's like, you know, when you get to the end of toothpaste and you have to roll it up and squeeze it, and you just try everything to get the last little bit out. It's like that. It's really fiddly. And when you've got it all over your hands and you're trying to squeeze it, and you've got slippery hands and a small tube, and it's really awkward to get everything out of that tube. Which is why I prefer the application method of the Tostran, in a tube rather than a little thing you have to squeeze and fiddle about and drop and throw across your room. I'd say Testim was better. It dries a lot faster. Tostran, it sort of made my skin a bit sort of sticky and kind of wet for a bit after. Like, it took about 15 minutes till it was like properly absorbed and dry and that. Whereas the Testim, about 2-3 minutes, if that. So yeah, I think I'm starting to lean towards Testim, preferring it more. Yeah, it's just more fiddly and awkward. Although it's a bit more. No, I don't know if it's more discreet or not really, because you still have to throw the little things away afterwards, and it's in a box, and well, the box size is a bit. But I don't know. I'm happy on it. That's the main thing, and it seems to be doing its job. So the only thing is, I apply it to the top of my shoulders and my arms, whereas the other one did my thighs and my stomach. So it's kind of awkward as well. Like. Sort of giving yourself a pat on the back every night. But no, it smells nicer as well. It's got a more sort of sweet sort of scent to it. Like, they're both quite alcoholic, like alcohol gel. It's very sort of sterile smelling. But Testim has a sweeter scent to it, I think. So yeah. Yeah, that's all I've really got to say about that one. So I shall keep updating you as things progress, and as I sort of notice more changes. Facial hair, actually, while we're on the topic of changes, is definitely coming through pretty fast. I shaved 2 days ago and I've got like really rough sort of stubbly patches already, which is really cool actually. I'm not complaining. I moved for uni in like 2 weeks. So, nervous, exciting, rush of hormones, all the emotions. Emotional range actually isn't as varied as it used to be. I haven't cried once since starting T, or felt emotional in any way like that. I wouldn't say I used to cry a lot as it was, but you know, the odd sort of soppy film or something would set you off. I don't know, like nothing like that at all. Even like Doomsday and Doctor Who, like everyone cries at that, and I watched it a few weeks ago and I was like, meh. So yeah, I'd say I was definitely less emotional, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but it's not really affecting me either way. Yeah, so everything's going really well, and yeah. Cool, I'm rambling now, so see you later.